Hi guys, Gareth here again. Welcome back. I sincerely hope this video finds you well wherever you are in the world, and I wish you a healthy week ahead. We are having a look and discussing the sick, well, fit, or fit, well, sick continuum, and that's going to help us see where we kind of match up and where we lie on this continuum. And it's also going to give us a bit of guidance as to how to get to, hopefully, the ultimate goal is to get to being fit. So to start off, I'll start on the bad side, which is obviously what we want to avoid, being sick, and some interesting measurements that we can use that give us a gauge as to where we lie. Our body fat percentage when we're around sick is around 30%, and our blood pressure is typically 110 or maybe even higher than that. I know with certainty I've seen a lot higher than that. Some of the issues that come with being sick is diabetes, obesity, blood pressure, triglycerides, as well as high or bad cholesterol levels, and all sorts of heart diseases. I'm sure everyone probably knows someone who has those problems, and if you look closely at their lifestyle and some of their measurements, you'll more than likely see that these correlate. Moving along to well, and this is definitely a good place we want to be. And firstly, I will say, if you're in the well zone, that's pretty okay. You want to make sure that you're ticking closer to the fit side, but if you're well and you're content to be there, then good for you, and I sincerely hope that you can stay in that region and try avoid going to the sick side. So our body fat percentage is typically around 20%, and our blood pressure at 70, and immediately you notice significant differences. Body fat potentially 10% lower than the sick continuum. And how do we get here? Well, in terms of diet, really whole foods, and if you have been following me and seeing some of what I post, you'll know that I'm really trying to promote whole foods. This is definitely a much healthier lifestyle than eating out of packaged goods, which typically have all sorts of other ingredients that we don't know, other ingredients that cause problems in our gut, and these result in all sorts of other problems in our life. So I've got here, eat meat and vegetables. Pretty much that's good for everyone, unless you're a vegetarian or a vegan, then I would advise you listen to your doctor. We have nuts and seeds, again, very healthy for the most part. Fruit and starch, we don't want to overdo it, but we can get some good benefits from it. And then of course, no sugar. Yes, to some who are wondering, what about the sugar which is in fruit? Of course there is sugar, sometimes a lot of sugar, but for the most part, when you're getting it from a natural source, your body is able to digest it a lot better in comparison to something which is packaged, be it a chocolate, chips, ice cream. I'm sure there's a long list of potential options of packaged goods that are full of bad sugar. These synthetic sugars really cause all sorts of disruptions in our brain, in our gut, in our body, in our mood, in our energy, in our sleep. So we want to avoid the sugar pretty much at all costs. Moving along to the fit continuum, and here we have body fat percentage at 10 and our blood pressure right down to 50, something there and thereabout. If you're not at 50, it doesn't mean you're not fit, but if you're in that region, that's obviously what we want to be going towards. And I have a small tip here which says keep intake, or let your intake support your exercise and not your body fat. And that being, if you're at a high body fat, you naturally would want to start reducing some of your intake and probably burning more carbohydrates or burning more calories than you're actually using in a day. In order to get to being fit, it's absolutely imperative that we have a balanced diet and lifestyle. And I have a few small pointers here. We'll get a close-up picture when we're done, but a few small pointers is to eat and make sure that your nutrition is on point, to drink. And if you've seen my previous video, I spoke about how we make sure we have the correct amount of water for our body. That's very important. always staying hydrated. I've got here Move, and movement really consists of our activities, our exercises, our workouts in the gym. Hopefully, if you have been following some of what I've been promoting, our workouts outside of the gym. If you want to go stand-up paddleboarding, if you want to go skateboarding, surfing, you know, get outside, use your fitness, and get in touch with Mother Nature. I'm sure that will make a big difference in your health too. We have rest, which is sleep, which is absolutely imperative, and I will definitely speak further on this in videos to come. But the long and the short of it is make sure you get at least 7 hours, and preferably closer to 8 hours. And last but not least, breathing, and I will definitely be posting more in this regard. But in short, we want to make sure we are always trying to breathe through our nose, and there's certain techniques that we can use, and I'll be sharing more on that. But eating, drinking, moving, sleeping, and breathing are absolutely imperative as the foundation to being a healthy human being. Finishing off, I have right up here a little note on carbs, and no, I'm not an expert with regards to nutrition, even though I am qualified in this regard. But if you're on the sick side and some of your problems and some of your measurements weigh up to being sick, you want to think about eating a little less carbs, especially all of the packaged goods. And if you're on the good side, well, thankfully then your body can more than likely handle a little bit more carbs. As an example, if you enjoy having rice in your food, well, if you're on the sick side and your lifestyle supports it, you'll be just fine. Guys, to sum up, just to summarize, we have Sick, Well, Fit. Of course, it is my goal and it is my efforts to stay in this region of being fit, but it's also my goal to help you get from sick or well over to fit. And we can do that, we summarize and we conclude that we can do that by eating whole foods and living a healthy, balanced lifestyle. I hope this helps. If there's any questions, please inquire further. All the best.